Hello and welcome back to Mr. P Makes. Yes, we're back, and in this one I built a Mad Max inspired heavy tanker. Yes, a heavy armoured Mad Max inspired tanker. There it is. Look at this thing. It's dirty, it is rusty, but it is armoured to the teeth. And the tank's held down with chains, and it's got a tank turret on the top of it. Look at that thing. I mean, it is an absolute beast of a machine. And it's heavily armoured. Wonder what it carries inside it. But let's find out right now exactly how I built this thing. It's going to be fun. So this is what I started off with. It was a cheap little truck for 98 pence off of AliExpress. Not sponsored, by the way. But I wanted to turn this into a Mad Max inspired heavy tanker. I'm sure you've seen the movie. So first thing I did is I took it apart. One of the screws was really finicky, so I literally had to cut that off. So I chopped the thing in half. I was like, the front and the back. I extended it with some purple pipes. My mother got these from a crafting thing for diamond art. So I just took them apart, extended it. As you can see, I took the gun part and put it in as like the main middle part from the front to the end of the chassis. Just extending it because I wanted the length. I then had an old little toy farm set, so I took the tanker from that. Those white parts you see on the side, I did eventually end up taking those off. I was going to have them like side parts where people can stand on. But then I thought, yeah, don't really want that. So I just started going around, adding little greeblies, adding little bits and bobs. As you can see, the green thing on the front was actually off of the tanker itself, the lid, some little metal rods, again, purple pipes, some wooden beads, super glue lids. I put the chains on to make it look like it's being held down with the chains, the tanker is. I drilled in and put in some strimmer wire, weed whacker wire, if you want. There was the front of a Lamborghini grill. I put that over the front window. As you can see, the black part on the left-hand side. And then started putting in some wires and piping and tubing, some little steps, and just adding finicky little details in there just to make it look more realistic. And it was starting to look really good, but I thought it just needs a little bit of something. And I wasn't exactly sure, so I was like, I've got some little tanks, the ones people call Temu tanks. I've got a load of those. I took the turret off of one of them, shortened the barrel down, stuck it on the top. I sanded it all down, and I do eventually add some little greeblies on there and things like that, adding some wiring. I put in the metal things, Allen keys on the back. But here we go. You can see it's now been primed in just some basic black primer, and as I always say, when the model's primed all in one colour, it really does start bringing the model into like perspective of how you want it. But the colours I used are pretty minimum. Vallejo gunmetal, apple barrel, burnt umber, and an airbrush Vallejo thinner. But let's have a look at the final result. So there we go. That is how I built the Mad Max inspired heavy tanker. I mean, just look at this thing. I mean, it is immense. I really do like this thing. It's possibly one of the smallest models I've built. And considering what I built it from, I don't think I've done too bad. The Beatbot's probably the smallest, but it was really finicky. But yeah, I mean, this thing, I really like the way I've done things, especially the front. I do like that. But as always, let me know what you think to this thing in the comments. And yeah, it's really fun, really exciting. I'm enjoying all this. So, as always, feel free to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, slap the notification bell to get notified of any new video that comes to the channel. Till then, have a great day, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next build. Wonder what we're building. See you all then.